Hello and welcome to the news on Enyimba TV. We are reaching you from Aba, the commercial and industrial hub of Abia State, Nigeria. Here are the top stories. Organized labor protests electricity price hike following removal of subsidies. River State Governor Fubara to probe previous administration set up panel of inquiry. Abia State government directs workers to ignore NLC's no further verification directive. These and other stories plus foreign shortly. I am Mary Ihejirika. Please stay tuned. President Bola Tinubu has promised to continue working towards ending gender-based violence and increase learning opportunities for girls in safe and favorable environments. The president made the promise in Abuja at the launch of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development #WeAreEqual campaign in Nigeria. He stressed the importance of education in empowering girls and promoting gender equality. President Tinubu, who lauded the initiative for the campaign launch, noted that it had been successfully launched in 15 other African countries. Federal Executive Council chaired by President Bola Tinubu is mandating all government ministries, departments and agencies to going forward procure only vehicles and generators powered by compressed natural gas. A statement signed by President Tinubu's special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, says the new directive is in line with his commitment to ensure energy security, drive utility and cut high fuel costs. The federal government also expects all MTAs to begin converting all petrol or diesel-powered vehicles or generators to CNG. This directive is one of the major decisions reached by the Council before it adjourned its 4-hour proceedings till Tuesday, May 14. Members of organized labor picketed the offices of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NIREC) and distribution companies DISCO's premises nationwide over the hike in electricity tariff. The action of the workers follows a joint directive from the leadership of both the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) at the weekend to their members to picket these offices in protest of the tariff hike. Leading members of the labor unions in the protest at the headquarters of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NIREC) in Abuja was the NLC president Joe Ajero, with the workers asking for an immediate reversal in the hike of electricity tariff. Responding, the chairman of the NIREC, Sanusi Garuba, said the commission is focused on increasing current generation capacity rather than commissioning new generating power plants as demanded by organized labor. We are continuing with our coverage of the nationwide protest by organized labor nationwide, but this time in Abia State, where the leadership of the Abia State chapters of Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress (TUC) joined their counterparts across the country to picket offices of electricity distribution companies and National Electricity Regulatory Commission (NIREC) in Umuahia, the state capital. The sealing of the offices disrupted commercial and administrative activities at the two facilities picketed. The unionists, before sealing up the two facilities, made sure that no staff of both the EEDC and the NIREC had access to their building, while those that were already in the premises were chased out. The state NLC chairman, Comrade Okoro Obonnaya, in a chat with Enyimba TV's correspondent, Kinsley Chibike, accused the EEDC of charging its customers arbitrarily and has refused to supply them with prepared meters. 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, held a closed-door meeting with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and a number of People's Democratic Party stalwarts in Abuja. Obi also met separately with the former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, and former Senate President Bukola Saraki, a development that sparked speculation about a potential coalition ahead of the 2027 general elections. This meeting is the first time since after the election that Obi and Atiku would be meeting to public knowledge. Atiku's media advisor Paul Ibe, while speaking to Enyimba TV, suggested the potential for a coalition ahead of the 2027 presidential election. The aide also confirmed that Obi's meeting with Atiku lasted approximately 20 minutes. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has announced a plan by his administration to set up a panel of inquiry into the governance of the state. The governor stated this after swearing in Dagogo Iboroma as the Attorney General of the state shortly after the Senior Advocate of Nigeria (SAN) was screened and confirmed by the Victor Okojombo-led House of Assembly. He emphatically stated that the state is in a critical situation where it has become obvious that the political crisis cannot be resolved. According to Governor Fubara, even if it was a mistake, by the special grace of God, he is the governor. The move is the latest twist in the political crisis rocking the oil-rich state. The development has seen a deepening of the feud between Fubara and the State House of Assembly. River State House of Assembly, led by Victor Okojombo, has screened and confirmed a commissioner nominee sent to it by Governor Siminalayi Fubara. During the screening, the nominee Dagogo Iboroma, a senior advocate of Nigeria, pledged to uphold the rule of law and serve the state diligently, irrespective of the ministry he'll be deployed to. The event was the first legislative session since the election of new principal officers, and the Speaker, Victor Okojombo, backed by lawmakers supporting Governor Fubara of Rivers State. The Speaker commended Governor Fubara for providing an auditorium in the government house as a temporary chamber following a motion moved by the leader, Sokari Goodboy, to adopt the auditorium as the new chamber. Trade Union Congress TUC is advising the Abia State government to urgently suspend the directive telling workers in the state to upload their academic, employment and promotion documents online. A statement issued by the Secretary of TUC in the state, George Okobe, and made available to Enyimba TV, described the exercise as insensitive and negligent on the part of the state government. Okobe alleged that the organized labor was not involved before the decision to conduct the verification was arrived at, cautioning that an industrial crisis may erupt from the intended verification. He said the State Executive Council (SEC) observed that the fresh exercise may inflict financial pains on ABIA workers and as such further impoverish them in the face of the present economic hardship. Enyimba TV recalls that Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) Abia State chapter had earlier issued similar warning. Abia State government is expressing its disappointment with the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the National Union of the Local Government Employees (NOLGE) over their resolution to stop workers from further verification. This was made known to journalists at Government House Umuahia by the Commissioner for Information and Culture, Prince Okekano, after this week's State Executive Council meeting. Prince Kano said that the exercise is not a verification but for workers to upload their credentials online because some workers who were given certain appointments whose files were called for had no requisite document to back up their positions. The government called on the workers to disregard such instructions. The state government also frowned at the statement released by the Nigerian Union of Pensioners (NUP), who claimed that the executives of the union did not represent their interests properly, describing it as funny, while stating that this complaint is coming after they must have received their alerts. And on the foreign scene, internet users in Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda and Uganda are voicing their frustration over poor connectivity as service providers across East Africa acknowledge the issue and pledge to resolve it. Industry expert Ben Roberts explained to the BBC that the spotty service stemmed from faults in the undersea cables linking the region to the rest of the world via South Africa. A similar disruption occurred in parts of West and Southern Africa in March. As of Monday, some East Africans are still experiencing sluggish internet speeds, with telecom companies indicating that the problem persists and urging patience from subscribers. Responding to concerned users, Airtel Kenya and Vodacom Tanzania reassured customers on social media that they were collaborating with undersea cable teams to address the issue. Cloudflare radar reported significant internet tariff drops in Tanzania, with the country among the worst affected. To end the news, here are the main points. In the news, we told you members of the organized labor picketed the offices of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NIREC) and distribution companies DISCO's premises nationwide over the hike in electricity tariff. We also told you River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has announced a plan by his administration to set up a panel of inquiry into the governance of the state. And we told you ABIA state government is expressing its disappointment with the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and the National Union of Local Government Employees (NULGE) over their resolution to stop workers from further verification. That's a package of news at this period. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. On behalf of the production team, I am Mary Ihejirika saying thanks for listening. Do have yourself an amazing day.